Hello, welcome back to another episode of Mistake Garage. If you notice, I'm not in my garage. I was editing the video and I realized I never recorded an intro, so this is the intro. Take it or leave it. Anyways, enjoy the video. So, last video we changed the fuel pump. So the new fuel pump is in. Tried to start it, didn't start. And then it started. Drove it around for like a mile, and then it decided it didn't want to fix itself, or be fixed.
Time to dig in there.
It, it unfixed itself. So it broke again, we pushed it home.
I'm all sweaty because we just pushed this entire car like a mile.
And then it sat, and then I got a mass airflow sensor, because after sort of talking to some people, looking at some forums, we figured it might be a mass airflow sensor. I think there was a mass airflow sensor code, so I don't know why we didn't start with that. And then I tried to start the car and it didn't start at all. Like none of the accessory power or anything came on. So I knew it was the battery, which is why I have a new battery here. This was all like 3 months ago. It hasn't been exactly top of my priority. I think this was like 4 months, 5? Who knows? Hell, it's been a while. Anyways, in this video, I'm gonna be putting this boy in and we're gonna hope that fixes the problem. It probably won't, because this car hates me. I'm literally just sitting in the trunk and I'm dripping in sweat. I hate Arizona. The reason I was in the trunk is because the battery was in the trunk. I thought it... Yeah, anyways, yeah. Oh! Like that's max tightness. And it just slides over it. So if you're thinking to yourself, hey Braden, maybe that terminal was too big because it was meant for the other terminal, and the reason the other one was too small is because the small one was meant for the positive. You're correct. I just put it on backwards, which caused a lot of problems in the long run for that battery, but in my defense, the positive cable is fully black and the negative cable is black with yellow stripes, which makes no sense. It should definitely be the other way around, or let you know a red positive battery cable would definitely be a good start, but you live and you learn, you know? So I went to Advance to return the battery. They didn't have it in stock at the first one I went to. Went to a second Advance. I guess they're updating systems between their stores, so they couldn't access my purchase, so I would have had to go to a different store, but they were like, hey, let's just put it on our charger, since it's like a 100-watt charger as opposed to whatever you have at home, and we'll try that. So it was there for about 2 hours, and I just kind of stayed in that area, even though it was like 10 minutes from my house. They were like, yeah, it'll be 30 minutes. It took 2 hours, but we're here now. It said it has a full charge, and I didn't reverse the polarity this time. So we're gonna try it, and we're gonna see if it starts. This should work if the mass airflow sensor was the problem. I also haven't checked if it even turns on accessory right now. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what will make this car work. It seems to be reading about 12.1, which is better than the 4 volts I was getting before, but still not enough to start the car. But it should turn on accessory power, at least. Welcome to my kitchen. This part here is the ignition switch for the Miata. They all look pretty similar. There's a lot of corrosion on this, more than there should be. There's not really supposed to be any. I tried to scrape off the corrosion the best I could to clean it. I ordered a new one of these already. I think it's the ignition switch. The symptoms are like stalling while driving, that's the first one. Starting and then stalling. Accessory power not turning on. Only headlights turning on and not accessory power, which is exactly what's happening. My headlights turn on, so. I think it's the ignition switch. But I've said this many times before, and it wasn't the things that I said it was. Oh, and the battery is holding charge. I plugged it in again overnight on my charger. Somehow it's holding like 13.2 volts. I've never seen a battery hold over like 12.8. I didn't even know it was possible to hold 13.2 without an alternator, but I won't ask questions.
Scrape some of that off. We might even wire brush this as well. I think we might have to.
So, in my attempts last night to get this ignition switch out of the car, I actually took out the entire driver's seat because it was so annoying to get out. I expect it'll be equally as annoying to put back in. So, in, regular car fashion, should have taken like 2 minutes to put on. I just finished 50 minutes later, but it's in now. So now I'm gonna connect the battery and then see if it works. I'm not really expecting it to run. I think that's a separate issue, but I should at least have accessory power, theoretically. Or this video is gonna be longer than I thought, and we're gonna wait until the new one comes in and then get to do this whole thing again. So you know how there's that meme in the car community that's like that one person on the forums from like 10 years ago having the same problem that you're having? I just experienced that. If you look up my symptoms online that I'm having, pretty much everything will conclusively say that it's ignition switch, except for one person on a forum with an NA Miata who said everything shut off, they replaced the ignition switch and everything. Then they looked at their fuses and they said their main fuse was blown, and they replaced that and everything worked fine. I was like, well, surely it's not going to be my main fuse. I was wrong. If you ever have this problem, don't try to just rip it out. It's screwed in from the backside. So I'm going to unscrew that, take out the fuse, go to advance once again. Hopefully they have that fuse. So. If you ever do this, it's a 10mm little bolt. You don't want to lose that. And then on the other side, once you've removed these, there's a little door that opens. You just pop it open, and then you can access this side. And then you can take that off and then get it replaced. Okay. Fuel pump is definitely priming. The other problem here is that this fuel has been sitting for like a good 6 months. So I might have to get some fuel additives. Whoa, whoa there, whoa, whoa. I think I know what it might be. I posted the problem on Reddit. Someone was like, could it be the idle air control valve? And I was like, no, because it's stalled on the highway. That's like way too simple a solution. But if I leave my foot on the gas while I start it, it'll idle for a few seconds and then die again. So I'm gonna take that off, clean it, put it back in, and then we'll see how it goes. I also just went to the store and bought SeaFoam because the gas has been sitting for like 6 months and it smells absolutely awful. So I'm hoping it's not too far gone, but it might be. But I'm not gonna siphon out like 12 gallons of gas, so we're gonna use it anyways, and we're gonna hope it doesn't destroy the engine. We're just gonna pour a lot of this in there. I cleaned the idle air control valve using carb cleaner. Hopefully that was fine. Or I'm gonna mess up the engine even more, who knows. I feel so bad for my neighbors. Okay, that's weird. That might just be bad gas. I don't know.